Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other. If I had 8 hours to chop down a tree, I would spend 6 hours sharpening my axe. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. The superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. Choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day of your life. He who will not economize will have to agonize. Thinking is the hardest work there is, which is probably the reason so few engage in it. Coming together is the beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. Most people spend more time and energy going around problems than in trying to solve them. Sell a man a fish he eats for a day. Teach a man how to fish, you run a wonderful business. From to each according to abilities, to each according to his needs. A perfection of means and confusion of aims seems to be our main problem. Success comes to those who become success conscious. Failure comes to those who indifferently allow themselves to become failure conscious. No one ever is defeated until defeat has been accepted as a reality. The world does not pay men for that which they know, it pays them for what they do or induce others to do. Action is the foundational key to all success. To copy others is necessary, but to copy oneself is pathetic. Inspiration exists, but it has to find you working. Good actions give strength to ourselves and inspire good actions in others. Every action has its pleasures and its price. For a man to conquer himself is the first and noblest of all victories. All your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. I do not like to repeat successes, I like to go on to other things. I am easily satisfied with the very best. It is no use saying we are doing our best. You have got to succeed in doing what is necessary. Success is going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. The painter has the universe in his mind and hands. One can have no smaller or greater mastery than mastery of oneself. He who thinks little errs much. God sells us all things at the price of labor. Success is having a flyer for the trying that you are doing, knowing that is not enough, that you have got to have hard work and a sense of purpose. You may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. The way to escape your something's life is to give them what they want. A man paints with his brains and not with his hands. I hope that I may always desire more than I can accomplish. The best of artists has no conception that the marble alone does not contain within itself. I'm not the smartest fellow in the world, but I can sure pick a smart collegius. It's a terrible thing to look over your shoulder when you are trying to lead and find no one there. If you treat people right, they will treat you right 90% of the time. Develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. You never achieve success unless you like what you are doing. When you know what you want and want it bad enough, you will find a way to get it. You cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. Success is doing ordinary things extraordinary well. Either you run the day or day runs you. Success is neither magical or nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of constantly applying the basic fundamental. Ability may get you to the top, but it takes character to keep you there. Listen if you want to be heard. I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. Players with pride never lose game, they just run out of time. If you bore it with life, if you don't get up every morning with a burning desire to do things, you don't have enough goals. Success is the doing, not the getting and the trying, not the triumph. Success is a personal standard, reaching for the highest that is in us, becoming all that we can be. If we do our best, we are a success. If you aim at nothing, you will hit it every time. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. I believe that anyone can conquer fear by doing the things he fears to do, provided he keeps doing them until he gets a record of successful experience behind him. What one has to do usually can be done. The greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. He is the one that gets the people to do the greatest things. We don't know a millionth of 1% about anything. Because ideas have to be original only with regard to their adaptation to the problem at hand, I'm always extremely interested in how others have used them. I have far more respect to the person with a single idea who gets zero, than for the person with 1,000 ideas who does nothing. Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. It's fine to celebrate success, but it's more important to heed the lessons of failure. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. A creative man is motivated by the desire to achieve, not by the desire to beat others. Price is what you pay, value is what you get. In the business world, the rear view mirror is always clearer than the windshield. It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed. When you play, play hard. When you work, don't play at all. The man who is swimming against the stream loses the strength of it. Failure cannot cope with persistence. Success means we go to sleep at night knowing that our talents and abilities were used in a way that served others. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who had practiced one kick 10,000 times. Art calls for complete mastery of techniques developed by reflection within the soul. If you are 5 minutes easily, you are already 10 minutes late. The difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but rather a lack in will. Success is never final, failure is never fatal, it's courage that counts. Success is not the key to happiness, happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. A great secret of success is to go through life as a man who never gets used up. In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You find the fun and snap the job's a game. Try not to become a man of success, but rather to become a man of follow. I am thankful to all those who said not to me. It's because of them I did it myself. If A is success in life, then A equals X plus Y plus Z. Work is X, Y is play, and Z is keeping your mouth shut. Every individual has his own style, his own way of presenting himself on and off the field. And that is the reason why this victory is great, because different players have made contribution to the win. At least with me, the match starts much earlier than the actual match. If your business is only to sweep a cruising, remember it is your duty to make that cruising the best sweep of the world. It is better to serve like steel than rust and eat away like iron. Success in life depends on actions, that is on what you do and not what you feel or think, and the price of success is hard work. Work and worship are necessary to take away the veil, to lift off the bondage and illusion. Purity, patience, and perseverance are the three essentials to success, and above all, love. Deadlines just aren't real to me until I am starting one in the face. I have always found the second book in a series is the hardest to write. What I cannot create, I do not understand. We are trying to prove ourselves wrong as quickly as possible, because only in that way can we find progress. I don't want to achieve immortality through my work. I want to achieve it through not dying. 80% of success is showing up. With any part you play, there is a certain amount of yourself in it. There has to be, otherwise it's just not acting, it's lying. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. The secret of success is constancy to purpose. The secret of success in life is for a man to be ready for his opportunity when it comes. Don't spend time beating on a wall, holding to transform it into a door. Success is most often achieved by those who don't know that failure is invaluable. Well done is better than well said. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Leadership and learning are indispensable to each other. To those whom much is given, much is expected. You can observe a lot just by watching. You have got to be very careful if you don't know where you are going, because you may not get there. There is nothing more difficult to carry out, nor more doubtful of success, nor more dangerous to handle, than to institute a new order of things. Whosoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times. Don't ever promise more than you can deliver, but always deliver more than you promise. If you are bored with life, if you don't get every morning with a burning desire to do things, you don't have enough goals. For it is commonly said, accomplished labors are pleasant. If you aspire to the highest place, it's no disgrace to stop at the second or even the third place. Talent is cheaper than table salt. What separates the talented individual from the successful one is a lot of hard work. When asked how do you write, invariably answer one word at a time. The day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in one decade than in all the previous centuries of its existence. One must be sane to think clearly, but one can think deeply and be quite insane. Anticipate the difficult by monologuing the easy. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. Take time, deliberate, but when the time for action comes, stop thinking and go in. Please all, and you will please none. To know what people really think, pay regard what they do rather than what they said. True progress quickly and persistently moves along without notice. Once you start working on something, don't be afraid of failure and don't abandon it. People who work sincerely are the happiest. I have always thought anyone can make money making a life worth living. That's the real test. Fake it until you make it. Good things happiness to those who hustle. If I have ever made any valuable discoveries, it had been due more to patient attention than to any other talent. If you try to be anyone but yourself, you will fail. If you are not true to your own heart, you will fail. Then again, there is no success like failure. When things go wrong, don't go with them. There is nothing impossible to him who will try. I am a greater believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. It is your decision and not your conditions that determine your destiny. Our greatest glory is not never failing, but in rising up every time we fail. Why look at me? I have worked my way up from nothing to a state of extreme poverty.